Natalie is determined to just like keep pointing the camera at me until it's like going to the zoo.
Do a trick.
Good morning, YouTube. So, today is definitely a working day. I've already been to work, and Nat's already been doing stuff around the house. I spent a couple hours doing things like promoting, learning to fly, and now I'm taking a short break, and then we're going to keep working on stuff. We're trying to get ready to do things like we need to actually fill out an about page on us on YouTube. We're trying to really do a good job of this, so we're writing that, and then from there we're going to go and actually film a channel trailer in the next week or so.
Hello? Oh, hey Rhonda, what's up? No. Chuck? What? He did what? That. Oh, excuse me.
I think she should have turned it on.
Hey, good job.
Oh, good job.
Oh, he's so close.
You want to be done? Okay, be done. Good job. You're so strong.
He just sat up for a good 20 seconds.
And then we turned the camera on. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. And he was like giggling and so happy about it. He loved it.
Sean goes, I think it's time for ice cream. And he went, ooh, right away.
And speaking of which, it's his 7-week birthday.
Happy 7 weeks, Tibbs.
Happy 7 weeks, babyest. Happy 7 weeks, Timer Dude. Yeah.
Hey, Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes, the white dragon. Look how baggy these pants are. These are his thug pants. He has been dancing and kicking like this for a good 10 minutes now. He's got ants in his pants. Sometimes on slower days like today where it seems a little more difficult to think of interesting things to film, I go and glance back through the camera at some old clips, and I just watched a clip. It's not one that we've published because it was something that we recorded just for personal record when I was pregnant around Christmas time. And Sean and I did this long, like, future video call, is what we called it, to Tibbs. And I'm really glad that we did that. Sorry, sometimes I do get sappy, believe it or not. But sometimes it's hard to remember. I'm like, why are we making these vlogs? And then I go back and look at old footage, and it becomes this really precious digital keepsake for the family. And that's why we do it. What you doing?
Trying to make it so that we actually have an about page on our YouTube.
On the YouTubes.
On the YouTubes.
The YouTubes.
On the YouTubes.
That's what he's working on. If you can see.
It's probably upside down for you.
It's okay. Then it will be more of a surprise when they see it.
What are you doing, Nat?
I'm feeding the baby, but I don't think I'll show you that.
So, March goals. Nat, I think, showed this in, I don't remember which episode it is, but, so we just finished the About page. We still are going to get an intro video, a channel trailer, whatever it's called, but we've updated that, The channel art is mostly updated, but I still need to go and fix one thing on that, and then, aside from the releasing Learning to Fly, we'll have made all of our March goals, so we're getting there, close.
And then we plan for April. One night, yeah, one more time. Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't that great. I still need to update the picture.
Natalie is determined to just like keep pointing the camera at me until it's like going to the zoo.
Do a trick.
She very much needs for me to entertain her sometimes.
Sean, do a trick.
When she gets like that, she says, "Pay attention to me," just like that.
I really do say that.
So I'm trying to get done with work so I can pay attention to her.
Do something fun. Look at the cat.
I always feel evil when I have a cat and I'm working on the computer.
That cat doesn't look evil enough. Look at her. She's too content. Persephone.
I'm okay. It's the cat that doesn't look evil enough.
Persephone. Hi. I see you. Yes, you are a beautiful little cat. The spirit of a jaguar. Or the engine of a jaguar and the spirit of a lazy something.
She is so good about if the baby needs attention, about just giving him space, or if I'm holding him. If it's obvious that I'm just chilling, she'll come and sit next to me or on me. But she never tries to get in the way, gets out of the way if he needs something. But as soon as he's out of the room or Natalie's taking care of him more, she just like, that's the first thing. I sit down and she starts asking for my lap. She'll follow me around when I don't have him sometimes.
She's like, yoink.
The dog, I think, thinks that Tiberius is a pet, so he gets a little jealous. So if I start talking to Tiberius while I'm changing his diaper, he comes up and starts bumping my legs because he thinks it's a time to play. And I'm like, I'm trying to change a diaper, bro. Sorry.
Time to play with diapers, bro. Got it confused. If Tiberius was a guest on the Cleveland show, they would call him Tiberius. Hey, Tiberius. Hey, cutie. Yeah, you're cute. Looking through those old video files on the camcorder got Sean and I talking, and I think that we will occasionally release vlogs that include more flashbacks of stuff that we haven't previously published, that will be able to more tell you our story, who we are, why we decided to do this, how we got to this point.
I hate it when I look in the camera and my hair isn't done. I do my hair. I promise. I actually hygienate.
Hygienate?
I think the other thing that we'll do is we have stories that I think are both entertaining and interesting, but also that we want to preserve for ourselves and for our kids. I think we might start posting some of those stories, telling them. That could be fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
That's what we talked about.
Where are you going?
La.
Can you say la?
La.
La. No, not with the camera on.
There were also some old parkour clips that I stumbled across that we might compile, put into like this year's random trainings. Actually, some of them were interesting to go back and look at because a couple years ago Sean had his appendix out, and so it took him quite a while to recover intestinally. He still has some lingering side effects that'll just kind of stay there, but
this is all about me. Your life is now all about me. Oh, he's fine as long as he gets camera time too.
Anyway, so there were old training clips that we'll probably put out at some point. Oh, and there was some. There was some old footage of us living in our previous abode, and it was when SylverandZeus were still like completely low key and we were working on music. And so there's some fun like behind the scenes type of studio clips that we would like to compile and release at some point. So stay tuned. We have all migrated to the studio now. Dog, cat, dad and baby. I think I would like to call this the daddy subwoofer.
He likes them
Because
deep
you can't
tones.
tell, but Sean's chest buzzes every time he does this. And then he holds him against his chest and he just looks at him in wonder.
On that feeds Tiberius, I have to tell you, I met the next goal and I'm excited about that. Update the channel art. Woo! The next big thing that'll take us a little bit of time is this right here, the intro video, but we're going to try and get it done in the next week or so. There are honestly a couple more things I want to do with it, but we met the goal for what we wanted to do with it this week. So if you haven't looked at our channel art, you should take a look at our channel art. Tell me if you like it or not.
Well, guys, once again, we've come to the end of another day. Thank you for joining us. If you liked what you saw, leave a thumbs up. We'd love for you to also leave a comment and consider subscribing. We send these out every day. See you tomorrow.